I know what you're thinking. What is this video? Well, this is using the carrots that I had just done. Also onions, also celery. What am I making, you might ask? This is going to be Italian food extravaganza. What am I making? Beef bolognese. Yes. However, I'm going to switch it up and I'm not going to be using beef. I'm going to be using lamb, ground lamb. What do you know? Also, you might ask yourself, hey, that stove sure is amazingly clean. How do you do that, Olivia? Here's how I do it. With this, Clorox wipes. It's amazing. Are you going to touch raw chicken? Yes, I am. Just pull a little right out of here. Oh my gosh, it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. If I use raw chicken, everything is dead. It's all dead. All the life that was on that countertop, the little living organisms, they had a whole country in there, a society. Apocalypse. It's germ apocalypse right now. Look at that. Not a German site. Germ apocalypse. You'll get these Clorox wipes, you'll poison them. They will be choking to death on the antibacterial amazing goodness so that you may cook in peace with no foodborne illness. Thank you. So I've got the pan warming up. It's a stainless steel pan. I don't even know what kind. I got it from Costco. So I forgot one of the ingredients. Instead, since I'm using lamb, I wanted to have beefy flavor. And I was feeling bougie one day at the local Central Market, and I got this dry aged beef tallow. Now, it does have beefy flavor. I'm not going to lie. But the problem with this product is this. It smells horrific. It is, I did not know that beef tallow smelled like buttholes, but it does. And if you age that butthole, it smells even worse. So, I can't imagine, I had heard that McDonald's used to fry their French fries in beef tallow. And let me tell you, I'm sure glad they stopped, because imagine the rancid smell that they used to have to probably put up with in the 70s. I can't imagine the horror of it. But it does have a beefy flavor. I'm not going to lie. So I do want this beefy flavor in my bolognese. So I do believe I'm saying that, bolognese. I'm saying that correctly. But if I'm not, I'm an American. I don't speak Italian. All right. I wish I could, because then I would go visit those brothers. Right. Ooh. I hope they comment on my video. So lamb and beef. And I'm going to brown it. I'm going to brown the lamb, right? And then I'm going to do the veggies in that. Be right back. All right, so I've got the ground lamb is browned and it's put in a separate container. And so what I'm doing now is sauteing, like sweating, cooking the sofrito. And what that means is carrots, celery, and onions. And what I'm making do, I'm going to caramelize them. Make them very nice, very, very nice. And the color is changing. The carrots have really kind of dyed everything. There was not much fat left from the lamb. Lamb is super lean. So there was this, there's just not a lot of fat, which is good. Comes very clean. It just comes right up. So I'll see you, I don't know, probably do this for like 40 minutes, I bet. I'm going to turn the heat down. But see you then. Bye. All right, it's been about 30 minutes. And in the last 3 or 4 minutes, I've added crushed garlic that I did separately. And because I don't like to cook the garlic nearly as long with the others, because it might burn. Anyway, so I did that. And I would say it's cooked down really well. The pan itself has taken on a very carroty color. So, scrape. I like the spatula for these pans. because it can really just scrape like this. Anyway, so now I'm going to add tomato paste. Kablump, kablump, tomato paste. And a little more. A little bit of tomato paste. And then another thing I'm going to do, anchovy paste. I love this stuff. Amore, anchovy paste. That means I love you in Italian. So they must love anchovies there because it's called love. I love anchovies. Caesar salad is amazing, and this is really good too. So I'm going to stir this together, and then I'll add the lamb. Well, add broth, and anyway, I'll show you what's next. So now it's just going to cook. I added the lamb. We'll see. See you in a few hours. Okay, checking back in on the bolognese. It's been probably about 3.5 hours since I put it in the oven after recombining the lamb and the beef broth with the, I guess, sofrito, however you would say that. So I need to find a spoon. So what I'm going to do is stir. So, ooh, look at how cute that is. And there is more fat that has appeared than I thought there would be, because it was mostly cooked. But everything is cooked super far down. Let's zoom in. Right? Oh, super amazing. Amazing. Learning how to use the functions of this camera. So that is like caramelized stuff. I don't know if I should put it in the sauce. I won't. You're stuck to the pan for a reason. So there's still some celery visible. And it looks to be amazing, but like this is not even close. Right? We're gonna go. It's got a while yet. I should have gotten some Parmigiana, but I didn't have any more money because I'm poor, and I didn't want to get the craft style. So we're stirring, just stirring. Stirring it all. Incorporation is key. All right. See you later. It is good. I'll check when it's. I'll give an update when it's done. I might serve it with something. Probably I'm gonna make maybe one dish of pasta. Some is gonna go. At least half is going in the freezer, and then I'm gonna make a lasagna with it. So a lasagna will be a different video on its own, and then maybe. So yeah, awesome. Bye. Well, here it is. So it has decreased a lot. So I would say it's gone down probably an inch, not 2 inches. It's not near the bottom of the pan. It's about halfway through, halfway up. And it just looks amazing, don't you think? So I'm not going to cook it anymore. Because it's been 5 hours at 350. And I had cooked it 45 minutes because I did, before that in the pan before adding. Oh my gosh, look how luxurious that is. That is like, oh. All right, yeah. Like, oh my gosh. So, maybe I should have diced the celery a little bit finer because it held together. Carrots, though, they're gone. They're like gone. I should have done the same thing with the celery. Next time I will. You know, every time I get better. It's only the second time I've ever tried to make this. Because it takes so long. It calls for either red or white wine. I find that the older ones, recipes, call for white wine. But, I didn't want to buy a bottle of wine. Outside of the lamb, which was $10, I mean, $1 worth of carrot. I used half of that, so 50 cents of carrot, 50 cents of celery. That fancy beef, dry aged beef, I got that for $14 at Central Market, and I think I used 25 cents of that. So, you know, the ingredients themselves were relatively expensive. Yeah, that's pretty amazing. I should taste it, huh? Oh my god. That's too beefy. Wow. That is rich, y'all. That is rich. It's freaking good. What I might do, I conceal. I need something. I need some wine. Man, that's rich. Let's try some. I know what I can do. I know what to add. I'm gonna add Parmesan. I definitely have to go get some Parmesan. Just go get the teeniest little block. It's gonna have to need some Parmesan for sure. At least to go with the pasta. Or, you know, when I make the lasagna. It's going to do great with the lasagna. Holy crap, that's what this stuff is really for. And I'm going to have to make my own. You'll see, it's going to be a great video. This video is now, I think, concluded. This is called bolognese. I'll chill it. I might remove some fat, but there's not a lot of fat in this. Thank you so much. Arrivederci.